Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be using all this makeup, which looks crazy. It's a massive ass box. This is a full face of first impressions from makeup that I purchased from America. So without further ado, let's get into the video. I have a full face, apart from I think setting powder maybe. I think that's the only thing I didn't buy. So yeah. I went through a lot of this makeup when I was like doing my vlogs, which you will have seen. But if you haven't checked them out, I'll link them above. So yeah, so the first thing I need is primer. So I'm gonna use the Too Faced Hangover Plus, Hangover X, something. I got a mini from Sephora. It's also the first time I've ever really filmed a makeup thing on my channel. So you're gonna have to bear with me because right now I am filming with my tripod set up in front of my mirror. So I can barely see and I'm relying on a mirror that's on my tripod. And also I'm having to sit back majorly far from like my desk and where everything is in order to be able to get you in shot because of how big this tripod is. So yeah, this was A+ planning on my behalf. I can barely see my face. This has like a massive like nib. Oh, it's got a pump. This is bizarre. Okay, so I'm not mad. Yeah, but because it was my first time ever really going into Sephora and like getting advice, so I asked them for a foundation that was like the Estee Lauder Double Wear because that really bogs up my skin. This feels really nice actually. And then, so they recommended the Fenty Beauty foundation, which you can now buy in the UK and you can actually get it on Boots, but only the bigger Boots stock the actual like stores so you can get the shades. So I thought, well, if I get them to match it, then I can repurchase it in the UK if I like it. But yeah, a lot of the stuff I've bought you either can't buy in the UK, you have to ship to the UK. It's just harder to get. She recommended, I asked her like what kind of primer she recommended, and she recommended this. So when I saw a mini at the checkout, I was like, oh, I'll get that. This feels really nice actually, it's a bit sticky, but my skin feels really nice and moisturised. So, I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty foundation, a bit late to the game, but there's not a Harvey Nicks near me. I'm in the shade 120. This was matched for me in the store, so hopefully it matches my skin now that I'm back in England. Got about this much on my hand. I'm just gonna grab my Real Techniques beauty sponge, which needs washing. This looks like it'll match my skin. Yeah, might be a little too dark, but so far the coverage is nice. It's not like quite Estee Lauder like coverage. My skin is really bad since I got back from America. I'm gonna try and avoid my eye area. That's fairly like, whoa. Okay, hi. Need a bit more. But yeah, I like this foundation, it's quite good. It's now, I'm not put it really on my under eyes because when I want to put the concealers to the task, I have two. I have a more affordable one and then I have the Too Faced one. Okay, so I moved the camera and I think this is a little bit better. I'm still a bit off center, or I'm gonna have to bend down to see under the mirror. But yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, the colour match is pretty spot on. The coverage is pretty good for the like rubbishness of my skin right now. I might just touch up a little bit because this Too Faced concealer is perfect. It's the perfect shade to like do actual concealing with, not just conceal my under eyes. So I did, like I said, I tried this one out yesterday. It's got quite good pigmentation and coverage, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of that on in the areas like I normally have coverage issues. But yeah, this is so matte and it feels like it's dried down. Like I don't even feel like I need to set this. So far, so pretty good. So yeah, just gonna blend this out. Like, yeah, look at that coverage. So little of that concealer goes such a long way. Okay, so to do my under eyes, I'm actually going to use the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. I love Colourpop stuff. It's such a pain to get it in the UK because you've got to ship it and then pay. They've now calculated it so that you can pay the duty, but obviously our duty is like 20% on things. So I bought this in Ulta. And I borrow. It's light. I like the doe foot though. Okay, so again, I'm just going to use my Real Techniques beauty sponge. Blend this out. Okay then. Like, the difference. I put like not that much on. We are masking myself today. I have been into like doing more natural makeup recently, but yeah, that concealer, that is definitely really good. I mean, I didn't really like think that I was gonna have any problems with any of the things. I'm interested to get into the Charlotte Russe stuff because that's all the stuff that's kind of been discontinued. Because I've never like heard anything about that brand. Like obviously like things like Too Faced and Colourpop and stuff, you hear people like making like big like kind of deals about things. So to do my cheeks today, I have two things for blush. One of them is the On The Go blush stick by Colourpop, but I use that all the time in America because it's just easier than thingy brush. So I'm actually going to do the Make and Blush cheek tint from Charlotte Russe. Whoa, that came out thick. And I think I'm gonna use this like really hard Claire's makeup sponge just to like blend this out. Let's just go back in. It was the sponge. Okay, so it's quite glittery though, that cheek tint. I'm gonna look at it anyway. Yeah, this has glitter in it. So liquidy. Oh my god. Ah! It's like a literal liquid. I feel like I don't even need this much. That is looking a bit better. Okay, so I think that's it for cream products. So I'm gonna go in with my Laura Mercier powder, which I know I like, just to set everything down. That's because I didn't buy a translucent powder because I didn't really see the point when I had one that I already liked. And also, the only one I could think of, and I did kind of see it in Walgreens, and I was like, oh. And I was like, you've already spent way too much money on makeup at this point. Was the Cody S one, because I don't actually know where you can buy that in the UK. This is a bronzer. Now I need bronzer. So I went for a run-of-the-mill one. Again, you can buy e.l.f. in the UK now, in like Superdrug. But again, it's rather hard for me to get it where I live because everything's really small. So the like stock that they have is not as extensive as a local Target, for example. Whoa, this is pigmented. I can't remember which one this is because I took lots of things out of packaging to make more room. Like, it's picking up quite a bit on my brush, but then not as much onto my face, like colour payoff. But I have a habit of like going heavy with bronzers and contour powders, so, and then not blending them properly, so I'm not mad at this. This is nice. It's a nice colour, like it's not too dark for me either. Yeah, I'm liking this so far. I'm looking good. I'm looking really matte though. So I think the setting spray, which is dewy, is going to be coming to its own right now. Well, soon. Okay. Eyeshadow. Well, eyebrows. So I normally just use a pencil to do my eyebrows, but when I decided I was going to do a full face of first impressions from America, I realised I needed brow product, and I was like, I don't really want another pencil because I already have one, and I've just basically brought one. So I brought, because I just bought the Precisely My brow pencil. So I got the Gimme Brow Plus, which is obviously a brow fibre gel. I've never used one like this before. This is in the shade 2, which is the same shade as my Precisely My Brow. So this is the first time I've ever used eyebrow gel. So you're gonna probably see me fail here. Whoa, that's made. Whoa. Hi. Okay. Okay. Like, and this mini that I've got is gonna last me forever because that was literally like 3 strokes. Because this was again a mini. I think I got this in Ulta. So yeah. So onto my eyeshadow, and I've got quite a few things to try out. I've got the jelly shadows from Colourpop, but I have already used those. I've also got a customised palette that my friend Melanie got me, which is customised with our favourite brand on the back, and it's got like colours that are inspired by them. So that's very, very bright indeed. I also have a Sephora mini palette and this has intrigued me because I don't think we definitely have these in the UK, and that's a mini on the Born to Run palettes. This is called On the Run, and it's a mini one. They have 3 different shades. So I got like a turquoisey. I've got a single shadow. So yeah, I've got lots of things. So I think I'm just gonna play around a bit and see where we end up. So yeah. Okay, so after much trying and basically ripping the box to shreds, I've got into the palette. So it's an I Love Sephora palette. I think it's the dual tone one. It's got kind of like both neutrally tones and some bright pops of colour. So actually, I can do probably some quite colourful eyes. But first I'm just going to lay down, because if I'm using colourful shadows and things, I want a base. So I'm going to lay down the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. That's my base laid down. So I think I'm going to use, where's the Sephora palette gone? There. So I'm going to use my Real Techniques brushes. What I'm also going to try out is, I got this, if I can find it, this spray and a microfiber cloth from TJ Maxx, not TK Maxx, which is an American version of TK Maxx. And this is a like instant blush cleaner, so you can use it to clean all your brushes rather than having to like keep washing them. Which, even though I brought a load more brushes so that I actually had brushes, well, this is darker than I was expecting. I was just going to use this to set. Okay, that's way darker than I was expecting. It's fine. It's still a nice base. I was just going to use it all the way up to my brow bone, but better not do that. Because it's a bit darker than I was thinking. Okay, so yeah, even though I brought a load more brushes, I am lazy and don't wash them very often. So I thought I could use this to clean the brushes, especially my eyeshadow brushes, so that when I move from, really? Lorries. So when I move from very colourful colours down to like neutral colours, I still have brushes that are clean and available. So I'm probably going to try that out as well, especially if I'm kind of muddling through. So this is quite a pretty colour, but I think it's a bit too dark for a transition shade. But I think there's one in here, so I'm going to try this onwards. So Morphe brush into the shade, I think, yeah, Escape. So this has 4 shimmer shadows, and then I think like this has glitter in it. This isn't even a matte. Oh well. It's a matte with like a bit of shimmer, it'll be fine. So this is the shade Escape. So it is actually a shade from the Born to Run palette. Yeah, I just like the idea because I love some of the colours in this palette, but I knew if I came back with a massive palette, my mum would kill me. She killed me coming back with the amount of makeup I did end up coming back with. So I think I'm going to go with like kind of an orangey red and pinky look, because that'll work with the Colourpop shadows and stuff as well. So I'm going to use quite a big fluffy brush and go into an orange. This is the first time I've used very brightly coloured Colourpop shadows, because I have 2 palettes, but neither of them have very, very bright colours like this. Wow. Okay. Considering this is laid down on already quite a dark, like, orange, I'm impressed. Like, that's orange, alright? Especially, like, in this mirror. And also I'm not packing in the colour, I am literally just fluffing it. So I'm gonna darken it up because there's a kind of a more darker red colour in the Sephora palette that also, these all have mirrors in it. I love how I freaked out about the Born to Run having a mirror. I'm blind, there's one in this palette too. So I'm gonna like use it to kind of deepen up the outside of this quite a bit. This is pigmented, like, far so good. These shadows are impressive. Now I don't know what to do. I guess I could put like this darker brown on the outer corner. This is like a Singer shadow from Mitch and Mia, which I've never heard of, so this is like a brand that we don't have here. It's quite, actually this is a lighter colour than I thought. I could have used this as a transition shade. Just gonna use that to darken up the crease a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna clean off, because I've got this like crease brush, this brush that's quite nice to like fluff, but it's dirty, so I'm going to use my cleaner to do this. So spritz cleaner onto bristles, swirl bristles on towel until bristles are dry. Bam. So, wow, that actually worked. I have clean brushes. And they smell pretty good too. Okay. So, onwards now that I have a clean brush. I like these jewel tones, but they're not like the brightest colours. And I'm kind of feeling bright, so I'm going to crack back into this Colourpop palette. It's got a red. It's got a red and a hot fuchsia pink, so I'm going to go in with this red shade on the outer corner. Wow, that's like, that's actually such a good red colour. That's actually such a good red colour. Like, you can't really see it in the camera, but like that, considering that's applying over like quite a dark base shadow. Considering this is applying on like quite a dark base colour, these are affordable shadows. Like, they're not expensive shadows. That's proper red. This is being applied with like a fluffy blending brush. It's not like blendy, but it's not like crazy, like it's not like a proper pat down brush either. Wow, A+ for description there. I'm just gonna take like a more like flat brush. This is a really shockingly bad brush, and I'm gonna apply this like bright fuchsia pink. But yeah, all of these shadows are applying really nicely, so yep, that's still so I've just gone ahead and applied this fuchsia to this shade side. Go in and do the same to this. It's obviously like fairly dark in here, so the colours aren't like that vibrant. But from what I can see, like in this bigger mirror, like this looks good. Like, I feel like I haven't used that many shades of the Born to Run palette, so I'm gonna think about how I can include that. Probably because there's a nice shade, Dash, which is like a gold, so I think I'm going to put that like just like a tiny bit in here using this detail brush, and maybe if it turns out to be quite light as a highlight shade. Oh, that looks nice. It's not the most pigmented shade ever. Like, yeah, you can build it up. It's going in well over the top of the bright pink. I think it's light enough to be used as highlight. And then I'm just gonna, I don't really do a lot of shadows like under my eyes, but I think I'm just gonna take whatever this shade, this orange shade is, and just pop. Okay, oh, I went a bit too low. This is why I don't put eyeshadow on under my eyes. But nothing mascara can't fix. Talking about, I do have a new mascara to use as well. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with all of these things. I haven't really given this Mitch and Mia shadow that much of a chance because it was just being used to darken it. It seemed like it was good. So yeah, pretty impressed with all of the makeup I've tried out so far. It looks pretty good. So I'm just gonna stick on some Tarte, which again is really hard to get hold of in the UK. It comes in really pretty packaging. This is the Lights Camera Splashes mascara, so it's waterproof. So just got quite a normal blush. I like the packaging. It's quite awkward to hold it. Yeah, I think it's a fair amount of left. I don't normally curl my lashes. I have just recently bought a lash curler, but I kind of used it when I really wanted like volume. It's a nice mascara. It's kind of more of an everyday, which is nice because I don't really have one. It's not sticking my lashes together like a lot of my waterproof mascaras do. I'm going to go in with the Fenty Kilowatt Highlighter Duo in Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. Which is not in crazy colours. You can get them in crazy colours, which I kind of don't get the point because surely they're just eyeshadow then. So there's a very glittery one and a more like natural one. So I'm going to try the more natural one first because that's darker. But hopefully it still will be okay for my skin tone. There's not much light in here, but that is kind of picking up on the glow, just a bit. Yep, on this side where I always get like more light, cause it's light, like I can see the highlight, so that's good. Anyway, I really like, this is a jelly shadow, and this is applying it with like a brush, just in my inner corner, like, oh. Like, look at it. You literally need like the tiniest amount. Like, that's how little I have on this brush. Yeah, that's how little. I've just got it all in my... It's like, oh, it's just crazy, the pigmentation and the glitter. Like, oh, I love. Like, look at that. It's just like, it's like barely any on my brush, and it's like, bam, bam. And also because they're jelly, like, they obviously travel really well. They have like these little cappers on. That is in Perfectly Wretched. And then I have just a normal jelly shadow in the shade Jelly Much. Is it? No, Dozen Roses. It's a Jelly Much shadow. So I have three more things to try out. I forgot that I'd taken everything out of the tissue paper. That was the sound of all my MAC things. So I've tried pretty much all of the things that I bought in the MAC set. It's like either minis or full sizes. This is like a little travel set, apart from this Prep and Prime lip. So I'm going to try this out first because my lips are kind of dry and I'm about to stick a kind of lipstick on it, so. Oh, it's nice. This is definitely laying down like a moisturising base. like it. It doesn't taste bad. Not that I'm liking it. I meant as in like the fumes you're getting off. I'm just digging myself into a hole. So this might have been where Ulta got me with the minis. These were $12 before tax. $12. They're tiny. They're also really cute though. So this is Candy K and Charm Velvet liquid lipsticks. So you've got a velvet and a matte, and these are pink. I also got the Ultra exclusive lipstick. So I'm gonna swatch these because I think I'm gonna wear the Ultra exclusive one, even though I don't think it'll go with the makeup look. This one's Candy K. Later. This one's Charmed. Not Charmed. Meanwhile, the big full-size Ultra exclusive one was $23. Talk about ripping people off. It's like my benefit. That was a half-price mini, and it was half the price. It's like, that's fair. This, not so much. So, this is a full lip kit. So this isn't just like, this is a lip liner and a liquid lipstick. These you cannot get in the UK. You can ship them, but you cannot get them. It's similar to Colourpop. So I'm not gonna like fill it all in because I think it'll just waste the pencil. Yeah. I'm not sure it's the best liquid lipstick I've ever like tried, but it's definitely nice. I like the colour. It's quite dark, but yeah. So that's basically the finished look. The one last thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try out this Charlotte by Charlotte Russe Dewy Setting Spray. So this will hopefully give me a bit more life to my face because it is definitely very, very mattified, apart from the highlighter, which you can finally, well, you can't see on camera, but I can finally see in the mirror. So I'm just gonna give my face a quick spritz. Wow, that mist is like ridiculously fine. I like barely felt it. I'm still inhaling it. Oh yeah, it's giving my face like a bit of a dewiness. So yeah, the foundation's a bit yellow for me. You can see it like down here. It's kind of like not right for my skin tone. I must turn that the wrong way around. I love the eyeshadow. The eyeshadow looks cool. The mascara is like definitely good. The highlight is like, whoa. Like the light proves that like that light was not good enough. Yep. Lipstick, good. It's gone quite sticky, but it could be because I didn't leave the like lip primer to like set down. But yeah, it's definitely quite sticky. The cheek tint's nice. It's not too like crazy, even though I've got loads on. Brows I like. Yeah, so far not so bad. Yeah, I'd say the only thing is that foundation's a bit thingy and I probably didn't put enough bronzer on. But other than that, pretty damn good. And that's what the two lipsticks look like in more of a brighter light. So yeah, full face of first impressions done. Okay, so a little check-in in more like natural lighting after this has been on for like 5 or 6 hours maybe. The setting spray's held it up pretty well. Like, I'm so impressed. This normally creases like quite crazily and it hasn't. Like, it normally falls into all my lines, and it, especially like round hair. And this foundation hasn't seemed to have done that much. And I didn't set it that heavily, or I didn't set it very quickly either because I was messing around with the cheek tint. The eyeshadow looks bomb. The highlight is definitely there. Shade matching, not so good. I'm definitely gonna have to blend this like down my neck. I think it'll be okay when I hit it like kind of here, and blend it out towards my ears, but yeah, it's not the best shade matching in the world, that's for certain. The foundation, I've blended my nose a couple of times, so it's obviously coming off like in this kind of area. I don't think I set it very well either. Obviously I'm looking a little shiny, but that's probably due to the dewy setting spray and a bit of oil, so the lipstick's actually held up not that well. I felt the lipstick was supposed to be quite long wearing. Apparently not. It's kind of like coming off, but then I have eaten like full-on cheese sauce and like pasta for dinner, so that's probably why. But I could feel it like coming off, and I was like, ew. Just to go wipe my lips a bit. But yeah, the eyeshadow I think is my favourite thing of the whole of this. All of the eyeshadows turned out really well. And yeah, I like the foundation. Like, it is a really nice foundation. It would just be, you know, nice if it matched my skin tone a little bit more. It's definitely just, I think it is just too yellow for me. Like, I don't think it's too dark. I just have a fun time trying to match my foundations anyway, so I'll just have to blend it down my neck a bit and hope I can get it to kind of like blend out. But it's not too bad like here. Like, if I like curl up my neck, it's just, it seems to be this kind of like patch hair. It just doesn't look right on. Or I'm just extremely pale on my like neck, and that's the problem. Like, it matches my face. Anyway, we'll see. Okay, so Charlotte from the future. So that was the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like. And then subscribe if you haven't already, because then you get to see more of my videos, and there's a lot more of them coming as long as I can edit them. And yeah, sorry it was such a long one, and the quality of the video was so poor. I filmed this a while ago before I learned about lighting. So yeah, it was really kind of hard to get the lighting right, but yeah, I'll see you in the next video.